Moving up ceremony is one of the momentous events that parents and students look forward to as one of the most meaningful milestones of their lives. Nothing can equate to being present to experience the joy and the pride of this historic occasion. Memories that can last a lifetime should not be recalled, and that is why we are bringing you this virtual moving up ceremony of Francisco G. Nepomuceno Memorial High School, with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, we will witness the most significant event in the lives of our students as they move to the next level of academic formation for the attainment of their dreams and aspirations. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second virtual moving up ceremony of Francisco G. Nepomuceno Memorial High School with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. To start with, let us sing the Philippine National Anthem. Cameron John M. Nolasco, 10 SSC, will lead us the opening prayer.
Let us all take a moment of silence and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Gracious and caring Father, our source of light, creator of everything that is good, we praise and glorify you. We give you thanks for the many blessings you bestowed on us. We are grateful for the gifts and talents with the wish to serve you. For the times that we deliberately done something wrong, we are sorry and we lay before you our regret and our guilt. Despite our shortcomings, you still make this day for us to celebrate the blessings of learning with joy and thanksgiving. Thank you, Father, for the gift of knowledge and wisdom. Thank you for the love and guidance of our family, teachers, administrators, and companions of our friends. We indeed felt your love through them in our journey as learners. And as we make heavier decisions on our own about our life, family, and career, help us to be a better judge in every situation. We earnestly seek to create in us a servant heart that we may stay humble and have a new spirit in achieving higher goals and let them be in line with your plans. We pray all this in the glorious name of Jesus Christ, who reigns and lives with you, and the Holy Spirit, world without end. Amen.
Let us now have the singing of DepEd Region 3 hymn.
John 3
Let us have the singing of DepEd Angeles City Hymn.
DepEd Angeles City, duyanin ating pang. DepEd Angeles City, siguring kabyastan. DepEd Angeles City, halaning kapanayan. DepEd Angeles City, dalaning katimawan. Ipagtamo, idaon tamo, inte kamayap dating pamano. Isalbag tamo, imbining mayap, paring bukas, isap lalang tuto. Suiwanyaing balera di mangalda, kapaligiran wan, linga pangmadula. Eka pintitikal, at eka mangay na, gamitan niya indeng, kaparang hingin mo. Ipagtamo, ikaw ang tamo, inte kamayap, dating pamano. Isalbag tamo, imbining mayap, maring bukas, isap lalang totoo.
At this juncture, let us have the faculty, administration, and staff. Sir Hermes P. Vargas, School Principal 3, for his welcome remarks.
A challenging school year has just ended. The school year 2020-2021 has been extraordinary in so many ways. The COVID-19 pandemic changed the life we used to have. However, as Filipinos, we have remained faithful and firm. For one school year, we've embraced the idea that education must continue. Today marks the second virtual moving up ceremony with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. Today is a time to celebrate the success of our learners, parents, teachers, and other stakeholders. You have surpassed the challenges of self-learning modules, learning activity sheets, online classes, distribution and retrieval of learning materials, and a lot more. Indeed, you have done well. I must affirm that Francisco G. Nepomuceno Memorial High School equipped you with the competencies needed to pursue higher learning. Be brave enough to conquer a more challenging world. Nothing comes easy in life, remember that. As Zig Ziglar puts it, there's no elevator to success. You must take the stairs. Congratulations, junior high school completers, and welcome to the second virtual moving up ceremony.
At this point, let us all lend our ears to Mami Bieklar, PhD, CESO 3 Regional Director, DepEd Region 3, on her message.
The school year 2020-2021 will forever be etched in the minds and hearts of every Filipino learner as the time when education took a drastic change. The classroom suddenly was no longer the physical structure in the school, but the virtual platform on the internet or a learning space at home. Teaching did not include anymore the chalk and the blackboard, but distance learning activities like online classes, radio and TV-based instruction, and self-learning modules. And yes, the teacher was not only limited to sir and madam, but it also meant the learners' parents and guardians at home. COVID-19 has definitely changed the landscape of the teaching and learning process. Yet, with our collective resolve and resiliency, which is uniquely Filipino, we vowed not to let this pandemic stop us from making learning happen, from ensuring that our children get an education. Through the DepEd Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, we operationalized and concretized our vision and mission that our pursuit of quality education must continue despite the pandemic. My dear graduates, completers, and academic awardees of school year 2020-2021, you are the products of this unique period in our nation's education history when we were faced with a tremendous challenge in our learning delivery. Difficult as it may be, you still managed to survive and overcome the hurdles and obstacles owing to your adaptability and creativity. This alone makes you winners, game changers, and trailblazers. To our school leaders, teachers, parents, and other stakeholders who continue to brave the imminent danger posed by the COVID-19 virus to their health and their lives every day, just to make sure that our children do not stop from learning, you are the unsung heroes and frontliners of DepEd's mantra of Sulong Edukalidad. Our dear partners in education who have given immense support to our schools, we did not only push through with the school year. We made sure that our children receive quality learning in the face of these trying times. Strengthening the quality education amid the COVID-19 pandemic is not simply about the use of various distance learning delivery modalities. It speaks about the essentials that you continuously embody, such as your generosity and dedication for education. To encapsulate it in one word, it speaks about our common goal to provide the learning opportunities for our children amidst these trying times. Many years and decades from now, our dear batch 2020-2021, when you will look back at this day of your graduation, completion ceremony, or recognition day, you will most certainly remember it with the most unique memory. For one, your day will probably be recorded in perpetuity because it happened in a virtual ceremony. Please do not look at this as a scarcity, but rather as a living testimony of your ability to rise above any adversity. Congratulations, and may God continue to bless and guide you.
Dr. Maria Irene P. Tamayo, Sese, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, will now give her message.
Congratulations to the graduates and completers of school year 2020-2021. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, you have successfully entered, in the words of our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Bagtolis-Priones, a brave new world. And as I have said a while ago, you had successfully emerged from that journey victoriously. Instead of going to your schools and participating actively in classroom interactions for this school year, you have to stay in the confines of your homes and engage in distance learning modality. It was a difficult adjustment on your part, but still, you persevered in order to achieve your dreams of getting an education and achieving your goals in life. So in the process, as you look back to this school year, which is indeed full of trials and challenges, you will realize that you have achieved or you have accomplished three important values. And these are patience, perseverance, and productivity. It has been very difficult for you answering your modules or learning activity sheets in all your subjects almost every day. But still, armed with your patience, you had given all your best so that you will fulfill the different responsibilities attributed to your being a learner in the different subject areas. There are times I know that you wanted to give up. There are issues like your physical health, your family's physical health, and even your daily subsistence. But you never gave up. Your perseverance pushed you to make your dreams more reachable, to make your dreams more attainable, and that is to continue your education in spite of this health crisis. And as you look back at the school year that has passed, you will realize that in spite of everything, it has been a very productive one. You have completed your modules or learning activity sheets. You have achieved mastery of competencies in the different subject areas. You gained new knowledge. You acquired new skills. And you imbibed values that will make you better persons and better citizens in the future. So my dear graduates and completers, I say, carry on. Carry on in achieving your dreams, no matter how difficult life seems to be. Carry on until your dreams become a reality. And when your dreams do become a reality, do not forget the values that your teachers and your alma mater had taught to you. Being maka-Diyos, maka-tao, makabansa, and makakalikasan. Again, congratulations, my dear graduates and completers. May God bless you on the next phase of your journey.
An inspiring message will be shared to us by Honorable Lera S. Buan, Assistant Secretary, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Pagbati pamula dito sa aming opisina, ang inyong Assistant Secretary ng Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. Pagbati po sa inyo dyan sa Francisco Nepomuceno Memorial High School, Sa pamamagitan po ng ating video na ito, ako po ay makakarating at makakapagbigay ng mga mensahe. At ang nagbigay ng inspirasyon sa akin na walang iba ay ang ating mahal na principal na ang aking anak also, no? Si Principal Hermes Vargas. So magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ang ating tema ngayon ay ano ba ang kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya? Ano pa nga po ba? Paano po ba nagiging matatag at nagiging kalidad ang edukasyon ngayong panahon ng pandemya? Sa tingin ko, mga ilang pag-uusapan natin, unang-una ay yung plano natin sa araw-araw. So plan a routine together with the family, and of course when it comes po sa ating edukasyon right now ay bawal pa rin ang mga face-to-face. Datapwat nagkakaroon tayo, no, ng interaction with our student, no, ng estudyante natin, sa mga guro, sa mga magulang, dahil sa panahon ngayon lahat tayo, no, nakatutok online. At kung hindi man online, ay meron tayong tinatawag na module ng mga bata. So yung routine po natin sa araw-araw, no, nakikita natin yung mga estudyante natin ay hindi lang nabubuhay ngayon sa pagbabasa, sa pag-online, kung hindi ay ang interaction ng mga estudyante, lalong-lalo na 24 hours, no? Nandyan lang sila sa kanilang bahay. So number 1, plan a routine together with the family after ng ating online module na ating pinag-aaralan. Second, have an open communication. Open communication, ibig sabihin, hindi lang makikinig ang ating mag-aaral sa ating guro. At ang guro ay hindi lang magtuturo, kung hindi ay makikinig din kung ano ang sasabihin ng ating mga estudyante patungkol sa ating mga tinuturo sa kanila. And of course, after that, no, wala na tayo sa online, tapos na yung module, ang bata ay dapat din namang open ang communication niya sa kanyang pamilya. Bakit? Dahil minsan merong nagkakaroon ng shock absorber natin, no? Yung mga bata na bakit ganito ang nangyayari right now. They are not used of this particular way of doing the education. Bakit tayo palaging nasa online? Bakit wala na tayo sa school? So maraming itatakel na rason kung bakit meron ganitong klaseng pag-aaral ngayon. And I know every student, lahat ng mga estudyante right now, because of this nakakamatay na pandemya, ay takot din ang mga bata, lalong-lalo na ang mga pamilya, ang mga parents ng mga bata. Takot na kung saan ang exposure physically ng bata ay magkaroon ng pagkahawa kung sila ay lalabas ng kanilang pamamahay. So again, plan a routine together with the family and of course doon sa ating online, and have an open communication, both families at sa ating eskwelahan. And of course, take time with the family again and with the teacher. Ano ba yung take time? Sometimes doon sa pagtuturo ng ating mga guro online, ang bata ay mahirap intindihin dahil hindi makapagtanong on spot, no? Pag mayroong tinuturo ang isang guro, ay i-absorb lang yan ng ating mga estudyante. Ngunit ang kanilang mga katanungan ay hindi on the spot yan na a-address. Kasi sa dami niyan at naka-online, of course, ang problema pa ng ating mga connection problem, no? No, mga internet natin. So ang bata, we still have to give them a time, enough time to learn, to mag-sink in sa kanila yung tinuturo natin online, and of course, yung mga module na kanilang pinag-aaralan. And of course, ang nagiging guro nila sa kanilang tahanan ay ang kanilang mga nanay o tatay. So, on the third, take time during the online learning and of course, yung module, take time to listen and learn with the family. So, sila-sila po magkakasama yan sa bahay. Answering all the questions doon sa module na alam natin weekly ang kanilang pagbibigay sagot sa mga kanilang paaralan. And of course, the fourth is ang malaki nating hinaharap ay protection. Protect the children online. Kahit sino, our grade school, the secondary estudyante, protect them online. Anong ibig sabihin? We are all open online right now. They can access anytime through online kung ano man ang titingnan nila even outside doon sa kanilang mga assignments, doon sa mga tinuturo ng guro. So sometimes they can also go farther, Malayo na nararating ng mga bata because of this online learning. So, ang protection ng ating mga parents sa mga bata ay tutukan sila during the online education and of course after ng kanilang pag-aaral sa pag-online. Dahil to give a protection, alam mo kung ano ang ginagawa ng bata, alam mo kung anong na-access niya online, ano ang pinapanood niya, ano ang ginagawa niya, kanino siya nagkakaroon ng interaction besides doon sa kanyang online learning. So please do watch our kids online natin and we have to set a protection program for them. And lastly, yung ating stay in touch with our family and community. Ang mga mag-aaral natin ay hindi lang online ang kanilang communication. Given, alam nila kung ano ang nangyayari sa kanilang komunidad. Very updated ang mga estudyante right now, especially during online time. So alam nila kung ano ang nangyayari sa ating community. So we have to guide them as well. Ano ba ang meron sa komunidad? Ano ba ang more than sa ating mga module and online learning ay ano ang nangyayari sa ating community within this pandemic time? Si pandemya ay nandyan po, mahigit ng 1 taon na, kasama natin siya sa buhay natin at lahat ng pamilya ay takot pa rin. Nandyan na ang iba't ibang klaseng vaccination. But then again, ang ating pag-aaral, tutukan at hindi po humihinto ang ating learning processes, ang ating pag-aaral. Ang ating gobyerno ay hindi naman po nagkukulang. Pero papaano magiging kalidad ang edukasyon ngayong pandemya? This is something between the family and the school. The family, the school, the government. Tayo pong lahat dapat magtulungan to have and to attain still, to achieve a better qualities po ng ating education para sa ating mga anak. So again, ako I think for these 5 points po natin to establish more qualities education, plan a routine together with the family. Hindi po natatanggal ang pamilya dahil kasama na po yan sa ating araw-araw na pag-aaral. Have an open communication with the family. Take time with the family, yung pag-aaral po natin. And of course, a big role ng pamilya is to protect our children, when it comes to our online learning. And last, please stay in touch with our family and community. So ito pong 5 ingredients na to, sangkap na to, I believe if we have this every day, we can still sustain and achieve a very qualitized education during this pandemic time. So again, ito po ang inyong Ate Lay, Assistant Secretary, nagsasabing you have to keep safe everyone and please use everything properly. With the blessing of our God, we are all praying that this pandemic will end very soon para po tayo ay bumalik na sa ating mga normal na pamumuhay. Mabuhay po kayo, keep safe everyone, and God bless us all.
We shall now have the highlight of the ceremony, the presentation of students who have successfully completed the requirements for junior high school, starting with the completers of 10 SSC, Advisor LCM Paras. The completers of 10 SPA, Advisor William R. Moldong. The completers of 10 Love, Sped HI, Advisor, Erica Marie G. Deirit. The completers of 10 Archimedes, Advisor, June D. Infante. The completers of 10 Bernoulli, Advisor Evelyn P. Flores. The completers of 10 Celsius, Advisor Rainer A. Punzalan. the completers of 10-day cards, Advisor Maricar I. Kukamas. The completers of 10 Einstein, advisor Evangeline A. Goloya. The completers of 10 Euclid, advisor Marilu S. Tolentino. The completers of 10 Faraday, Advisor Redeem D. Reyes. The completers of 10 Galilei, Advisor Jomar A. Tayag. The completers of 10 Hook, Advisor, Carla G. Cunanan. The completers of 10 Joule, Advisor, Rani R. Mangune. The completers of 10 Kelvin, Advisor Maria Lourdes T. Reyes. The completers of 10 Lavoisier, Advisor Mercy J. Villacorte. The completers of 10 Marconi, Advisor Luz T. Bendejes. The completers of 10 Newton, Advisor Abigail B. Pineda. the completers of 10 Orsted, Advisor Olivia Ann P. Manansala. The completers of 10 Pascal, Advisor Alili S. Duldulao. The completers of 10 Rutherford, Advisor, Marvin and Katakutan. The completers of 10 Solvay Advisor Cristel R. Yabut. The completers of 10 Thales Advisor Cecil C. Manansala. The completers of 10 Eulenbeck, Advisor Cheska M. Rivera. The completers of 10 Volta, Advisor Henry M. Chaneco. The completers of 10 Watt Advisor Rowie C. Dua. The completers of 10 Young, Advisor, Gemma Adora V. Calaguas. The completers of 10 Zeleny, Advisor, Nikki L. Aquino. Let us now listen to Jaira Eunice P. Capitulo, 10 SSC with highest honors, on her words of gratitude.
To our principal, Mr. Hermes P. Vargas, Assistant Principal, Mr. Jefferson D. Caragdag, esteemed faculty and staff, beloved families, friends, honored guest speaker, and fellow junior high school completers, a blessed and pleasant day to you all. Renowned author Zig Ziglar once said, there are three C's in life: choice, chance, and change. Today, we inevitably add another C in the context of a pandemic, the COVID-19, an unexpected, unwelcome, and unsettling change that characterized the early months of 2020 until the present. An immense and stark change we have to face even as early as in our young age. However, we took a chance and chose to endeavor further even amid such change. A chance and a choice to with courage, persevere, and continue to embark on the rewarding and reshaping journey of high school education. An indispensable and ever-be treasured education endowed by our school, Francisco G. Nepomuceno Memorial High School. Today is the historic day that we reap what we sow in taking the chance and making the choice. Today, we celebrate how we stayed connected through Google Meet, Google Classroom, and other means of communication despite the challenges. Connected despite the distance in concurring the modules we discussed, learned, and absorbed in pursuing a life-changing education we are blessed to attain for the future of our family, our nation, and our own. At this juncture, I would like to express, on behalf of our batch, our sincerest gratitude. As the school saying goes, when it comes to preparing for your child's future, Francisco G. Nepomuceno Memorial High School is the school of choice. Truly, that choice profoundly preferred and molded us into who we are today, ensured a bright future amid the uncertainties posed by the pandemic. As we are armed and accompanied by Fgnmhs education that adopted, reinvigorated, and recalibrated its trajectory attuned to the imperative of the present context, for staying true to such mandate and promise, we will be forever grateful to Fgnmhs. We also extend our immense gratitude and appreciation to our esteemed and unrelenting teachers, especially to my dearest advisors since grade 7, Ma'am Myla, Ma'am She, Ma'am Lay, and Ma'am Elsie. And of course, my subject teachers, Ma'am Sabel, Ma'am Shirley, Ma'am Rush, Ma'am Emily, Ma'am Maureen, Ma'am Midel, Sir Mike, Ma'am Myla, Ma'am Joanna, Ma'am Amelia, Ma'am V, Ma'am Eileen, Ma'am Giselle, Sir Milo, Ma'am Marlu, Ma'am Larissa, Ma'am Jen, Sir Gian, Sir Anto, Sir Ram, Sir Diezer, Ma'am Darlene, Sir Ray, Ma'am Monina, Sir Cedric, Ma'am Marcar, Ma'am Gemma, Sir Janelle, Ma'am Evelyn, Sir June, Sir Jing, Ma'am Leonila, Sir Ferdy, Ma'am JC, and also to my coaches for embodying and actualizing such mandate and promise, for patiently and selflessly committing themselves in passionate and in compassionate delivering of great lessons, not only in their respective academic area of expertise, but more so in life. We will be ever thankful for you. To our parents, to my mama and dada, to our family, for being always there for us since the beginning, providing us our needs, financial, emotional, and whatever it might be in this journey, and life. Such love and support were first and were most influential into who we are today, into how we have pushed to conquer every battle presented to us. No words can be uttered enough to confine our overwhelming love and gratitude to you. We love you and thank you immensely. To our classmates and friends, especially my SSC family, Dale, Jive, CJ, Marks, Sai, Pats, Orls, Nins, Rak, Mereng, Aisha, B, Jules, Ash, Gams, Nooks, Naya, and Jella. Our treasured companions sharing in our joy, sadness, and more. With them, we were never felt alone from the beginning. When we are in the physical classroom, and even up to virtual Google Classroom. Thank you for the countless unforgettable memories that I will keep for the rest of our days. Last but not the least, in fact, the greatest. To our Almighty Creator, for all that we have achieved so far was made possible through Him. Without Him and His love, none of this will be possible. Honor and praise and glory above all belong to Him always. In the end, fellow completers, let us dare to keep thriving amid the pandemic. Let us keep thriving amid seemingly insurmountable challenges. Ultimately, let us commit embodying what we ought to be. As Dr. Roserosol said, the hope of the nation. One that can be more plausible with the three main C's: making a choice, taking a chance, and enacting change for the greater good, progress, and betterment of our family, nation, and ourselves. Congratulations and fly high batch 2021. May God bless us all and to God be the glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us all lend our ears to Professor Leonor M. Briones, Department of Education Secretary, for the closing remarks.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Nepomucenians, as you bid farewell to your alma mater, with pride let us all sing the Fgnmhs hymn.
FGNMHS, one God of truth with dignity, we march forward with humility. You nurtured us with your grace and love, so in our hearts we salute you with pride. FGNMHS, our dear alma mater, to thee we give our pledge of loyalty, the values we learned from thee. We will showcase for the world to see and prove that we can be the best that we can ever be. As we study and work with diligence, our goal is utmost excellence. For FGNMHS is the school of choice, where quality education rings its loud To God be the glory. Fgnmhs are dear alma mater. Today we give our pledge of loyalty, the values we learned from thee. We will showcase for the world to see.